and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjari Devidasi from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Manjari Leela Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining and giving your recitation and chatting so beautifully every single day. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my pranam. My pranams to all the assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devidasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day and all glories to your wonderful services. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Vinita Gandharika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Ashtambaloti. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your recitation. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Vinita Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Kumari Devidasi from Nalik. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, blessing all of us with your association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte, and thank you so much for your wonderful services.
Hare Krishna Shamagauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Mataji, thank you for your services. Mataji, welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bhagavatam. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. All glories to assembled devotees, Guru and Gauranga. All glories to your services. Thank you. This Balaram Nitai from Los Angeles, California.
Hare Krishna Bala Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining and giving your recitation every single day. Even though it is PST time, you still be there on for Srimad Bhagavatam. All glories to your services, Prabhuji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Is there anybody? Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Bhakti Sangha. Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Nityananda Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 6th chapter, 9th verse. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to read a very brief introduction about Prabhu. His Grace Nityananda Prabhu is originally hailing from Ramanantapuram, Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. He joined the ashrama at the age of 19. He served for a decade in Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple and then studied under the auspices of Srila Prabhupada disciple, His Grace Gopi Paranadhara Prabhu. For 3 years, he preaches in English and Tamil languages. Hare Krishna. So this is very small introduction about Prabhuji. I think Prabhuji is there on. No, he's not yet joined.
He's coming, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody want to introduce by then, they can introduce. We'll just wait for Prabhuji to join. In a minute, he's going to join.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. This is Uttara Narayani from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna Uttara Narayani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. What a beautiful chanting every single day, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to the Vaishnavas and the call. Vasundhara Devidasi, Bangalore, India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vasundhara Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your recitation. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devi Dasi from Elcon. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your wonderful services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day and sharing all the screens for the Srimad Bhagavatam class every single day. It's not easy, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. We are just waiting. By then we can chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Yes, Mataji, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vanita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anita Ramya from Sharjah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining, and all glories to your wonderful services to the group. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Parvati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Bol. Thank you for joining every single day. Though you don't speak, you are always there on the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Deepika Kini Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining. I've seen your name after a long time. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Please do join us regularly. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Prabhuji is there on the call. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your wonderful services, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 6th chapter, 9th verse. Prabhuji, over to you. Hare Krishna.
Is the devotees could hear my voice?
Yes, Prabhuji, now we can hear.
Thank you.
I think there is little bit lag. Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you try with your video? Somehow there's no sync between your audio and video. Or we can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I start the Mangala Charan. Let me know that it's same. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 6th chapter, text 9. Rupam tavaitat purusharushabejyam shreyortibhirvaitika tantrikena yogena dhata sahanastri pashyami yamushmin havishvamurto rupam tavaitat Purusharushabejyam Shreyurtibhirvaidikatantrikena योगेन धातः सहनस्त्रिलोकान् पश्याम्यमुस्मिन् वह विश्वमूर्तौ रूपं तवैतत् पुरुषर्ष्वभेज्यं श्रेयोर्तिभिर्वैदिकतान्त्रिकेण योगेन धातः सहनस्त्रिलोकान् पश्याम्यमुस्मिन् वह विश्वमूर्तौ रूपं form tava your etat this purusha rishabha, O best of all personalities, ijyam worshipable, shreyaha ultimate auspiciousness, arthibihi by persons who desire, vaidika under the direction of Vedic instruction, tantrikena realized by followers of tantras like Narada Pancharatra, yogena by practice of mystic yoga, Dhatah, O Supreme Director, Saha with Naha, us, the demigods. Trilokan, controlling the three worlds. Pashyami, we see directly Amashwin in you, O Ha, completely manifested. Vishwamurtau in you, who have the universal form. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O best of persons, O Supreme Director, who actually aspire for supreme good fortune, worship this form of your lordship according to Vedic tantras. My lord, we can see all the three worlds in you. But the Vedic mantra says, Yasmin Vijnate Sarvametum Vijnatam Bhavati. When the devotee sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his meditation, or when he sees the Lord personally face to face, he becomes aware of everything within this universe. Indeed, nothing is unknown to him. Everything within this material world is fully manifested to a devotee who has seen the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavad Gita 4 chapter 34th verse therefore advises Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upatekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Lord Brahma is one of these self-realized authorities. Swayambhur Narada Shambhu Kumar Kapilo Manuhu. One must therefore accept the disciplic succession from Lord Brahma, and then one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead in fullness. Here the word Vishwamurtha indicates that everything exists in the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who is able to worship him can see everything in him and see him in everything. Did what I read, my voice, everything was okay or anything?
It
Disturbance is
was
there?
perfect, Prabhuji. We could hear you nicely. I think now your internet is also looks like good.
Okay, thank you. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Patakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathamritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Ushakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Rupam Tavetat Purusharishabhejyam Shreyortibhirvaitika Tantrikena Yogena Dhata Sahanastrilokan Pashyami Amushmin Vaha Vishwamurto. O best of persons, O Supreme Director, those who actually aspire for supreme good fortune worship this form of your lordship according to the Vedic tantras. My lord, we can see all the three worlds in you. Hare Krishna. My pranams to all the devotees. So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, the beautiful narration of churning of the milk ocean and the pastime of Bali Maharaj, Vamanadev. So, I think this is one of the most important and longest pastime recorded in the Srimad Bhagavatam, probably after Krishna Lila and Nrsimha Lila, the Samudra Manthan pastime. So, Bali Maharaj and his subordinates, other demons, they become powerful. And now the advice of the Lord, the demigods who lost their power, they are going to make a truce with the demons. So the difference between the suras and asuras, Prabhupada explains, Shastra explains that Vishnu Bhakta Smrto Devaha Asurastat Viparyeha. So the demigods, they accept Vishnu and they obey his order. That's what they call demigods. The demons, they also accept Vishnu, but they don't obey his order. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Dantavakra, Shishupal. So they got a chance to see the Lord. They got a chance to surrender to the Lord, but they disobey him. They become inimical towards him. That's why they are the category of the demons. So here there is a truce announced. There going to be truce between the demigods and demons. In one sense, both of them are relatives. It is, if you see the demons, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, fighting with the demigods, they are actually brothers in a sense. Kashyapa and Diti, their children are the demigods. Aditi and Kashyapa and Diti, their children are the demons. So in that sense, they are supposed to be brothers, but it is not the birth or lineage. It's actually the qualities and the attitude that differentiates. So in that sense, if you see the war of Mahabharat, they are also brothers, cousin brothers. But Duryodhana was demonic and Yudhishthira Maharaj is a devotee. So the fight within the family, in the same planet. But here the fight in demons are staying in different place, demigods are staying in different place, but never they are relatives. So the enmity is there. So here the demigods were very much afraid and they are very much scared of their future insecurity. Though they are Amara, or taken, who are supposed to be immortal, but there is a fear. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartinodjina mamopeteta kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. So there is element of fear, insecurity. So whenever they're insecure, they know where to go. That's the difference between demigods and demons. The access of shelter is very much, the system of shelter is there with the demigods. They will approach Brihaspati, they can approach Brahma, they can approach Lord Shiva, they can ultimately approach Lord Vishnu in the milk ocean. So there is a system of shelter. On the other hand, demons, they are depending on their own prowess. They may accept Sukracharya and so on, some kind of advice, but it is not, there is a different, there is not the great system of shelter is seen in the demon. They are depending on their own prowess. We saw in the previous cantos also that Hiranyakashipu, through his own prowess, he forced Brahma to give him benediction. He was depending on his own prowess, own power, own tapasya. Went to Mandarachala, perform austerities. But dint of his austerity, he got all this power from Brahma. But on the other hand, Prahlad, just without doing so much of tapasya, just staying in the womb of Mother Kayadu, to the process of the descending process, the method of descending method, he got the powers, he got the Shakti to defend the mighty Hiranyakashipu, his own father, the demonic father, who amassed all these siddhis through his tapasya. But he got it very easily from Narada Muni, just through the oral reception. It's called descending process. Srila Prabhupada always says ascending process and descending process. Ascending means I am endeavoring on my own to achieve great things in this world. Descending process means that it is not my endeavor, that it is the grace of the Lord. The emphasis is on the grace. Grace means I need to depend on its descent on you. So that's what the differentiate between the devotee and the demons. But if you see, the devotees are depending on this descending process, they always become victorious. You see in the Vanaras and the demons. The Vanaras, they don't have so much power like the demons, sophisticated weapon and all these things. But they were taking shelter of Lord Ram. And we see Pandavas also. Drauni Ashratas Chabi Harebi Rakshite. Vishan Mahagne Purushad Darshana Dasat Sabhayam Manavasa Kuchrato. Drauni Ashratas Chasma. The weapon of Drauni, Ashwatthama. Vishan Mahagne. So much of, in all the time, Pandavas were, in one sense, number-wise, they are in a weaker position. The facilities-wise, they didn't have any kingdom. But they always become victorious. If you see in Krishna Lila, Brajavasis are simple coward men and women. Kamsa, mighty Kamsa, with having so many great, powerful company of demons. He had Aghasura, Bhakasura, Putana, Trinavarta, Keshi. But simple Brajavasis, they were just depending on Krishna, 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 Mahabhaho. We also see that even from the demigods, Indra became the cause of fear for the Brajavasis. Even Brahma attempted to give trouble to Vrajavasis. But even from the mighty people, mighty demigods, because the devotees are taking shelter of Krishna, the descending process become always victorious. So here we see Krishna has been approached by the demigods, headed by Lord Shiva and Brahma. And then Brahma could see the form of the Lord. And here Brahmaji is offering prayers. Oh, best of persons, so supreme director. Oh, your form is always worthy of worship for those who desire highest benefit through the Vedic Pancharatra methods. So here, Brahma is appealing to the Lord. So before giving their own, needs, before giving the report of their own situation, it is etiquette that they praise the Lord. So before, when you are going to see a great personality, it is always etiquette that one should praise that person. One should offer one gratitude. Then one can ask about what they want from that person. So Brahmaji is here. All the demigods, they are following that procedure. So they are glorifying the Lord. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that because Brahma is taking darshan of the Lord, Yasmin Vijñate Sarvam Evam Vijñatam Bhavati. So Lord Krishna, as a perfect controller, perfect manager of the universal affairs, he doesn't directly deal with everybody. He deals through the agents. So through Brahma, the demigods, they know that they cannot approach the Lord directly. So they approach Lord Brahma, and Brahma, taking along with him all other demigods, he is approaching the Lord. So that is a parampara system. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that this particular process of parampara, Swayambhu Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manuhu. So approaching the spiritual master. So generally speaking, when we go through via media, we tend to think that it become delayed and we don't get the proper thing because it may get filtered. The Chinese whisper they play, they give. So things become deteriorated. But here in the spiritual process, the more a person goes through the via media, things become more clarified, more clear. It become very clear. That is what the all about the discerning process. Materially speaking, that there shouldn't be anything in between us and what you want to achieve. For example, somebody wants to meet a big person, he wants to go directly. But here the system is that Krishna reveals himself not directly. Naham prakash sarvasya yogamaya samavrita. Krishna has a prerogative to reveal himself. And the common method Krishna takes to reveal himself to the living entity is through this channel, Shastra and the sadhus or the devotees. Sada Gamekya Vigyeyam Samatitha Ksharaksharam Narayanam Sada Vande Nirdosha Shesha Sadgunam. Madhvacharya, he mentioned Sada Gamekya Vigyeyam, that Krishna is known through the Agama, the Shastra Vedas, Amnaya Agamas. Vedescha Sarvair Ahameva Vedyaha. Through the Vedas I am to be known. Brahma Sutra Padeschaiva Hetumadbhir Vinishchitaihi. Through the Shastra, Krishna has to be known. And that Shastra also cannot be easily understandable by the living entity with the limited knowledge. One need to have a spiritual master to explain the Shastras. So Father Krishna also set up a system called the Acharya. spiritual master, Guru. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. Upatekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So, whether we like it or not, this is a system Krishna follows. He's understand it. To rarely to some people, Krishna directly, he undo this protocol. He overpower this protocol and directly appears. That's very rare. But general method Krishna offers is that he appears through the Shastra, he appears through the devotees, especially to the devotees. Vedeshu durlabam adurlabam atma bhaktav. So the devotees through the Shastra reveal Krishna to us. So that is a system Prabhupada gave us. Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So the demigods understanding this, even though they are very powerful, they got so much of siddhis, they could have approached the Lord directly, or they would have attempted, but they know that the easiest process is that approaching Lord through Brahma. If you see in all Krishna's pastimes, the way he reveals himself to the devotees is there will be some devotees in between. So if you see also, when you see the example of Lord Ram, Guha was there, and Lord gave his grace to Guha, mercy to Guha. But then the way he gave his grace to Sabari, both of them are coming from the background of hunter's background. Guha is from the Nishadha dynasty, who's they're considered to be among the Shudras or less than Shudras, socially speaking. Sabari is also from that community. But when Lord Ram dealt Guha, he was very happy and was giving his grace to him. But there is a gradation of Lord revealing himself to his devotees. When Guha came, Lord accepted his seva, he accepted his services. And Guha brought a lot of eatables for Lord Ram. But Ram politely, gracefully, he said that he cannot accept his offerings. And the way Lord Ram would say no is very, that is also very sweet. Sometimes how to say no to something, there is also an art which Lord Ram is teaching. When Guha brought all his offerings of the forest, his devotion he brought, Ram embraces him and he says that I'm so happy and pleased that you took so much of endeavor, you came all the way to see me. I'm satisfied with all your gestures. More than anything else. But the offering you have brought me, I cannot accept. Please, if you want to please me, you can feed my father's horses with all these offerings. So Lord Ram politely and pleasingly and without offending Guha, rather overwhelmingly he reciprocated with Guha by accepting his upacharas, accepting his invitation, accepting his hospitality, but he politely did not accept his eatables. So various reasons, Ram said that we are Kshatriyas, we are not entitled to accept from others, we're supposed to give to others. So as a Kshatriya, I cannot take anything from. And what Ram did, he just told Lakshmana to bring some water. Ram just took some water and he took rest that day. So we see here Lord Ram followed the protocol of Varnashrama. So Ram here to establish a dharmic principle, paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. He appears to establish dharmic principles. how a Kshatriya should behave, how should not be depending on others' mercy for his livelihood. That Ram demonstrated when he was meeting with Guha. Later, if you see, as a Kshatriya, he made alliance with Sugriva. So they exchange help from each other. So Kshatriya doesn't take anything for free. He gave a great favor to Sugriva by killing Vali, and he gave his kingdom back, and he brought his wife back to Sugriva. So a lot of favor he did for Sugriva, and then now he is also taking help from Sugriva. But the same Lord, when he came to meet Sabhari, so Sabhari was waiting for so many years just so that he will see Lord Ram. Sabhari, though he is coming from the simple hunter's background, or the Pulina background, Pulinda woman she is, but she served Mathanka Rishi and other sages, her spiritual master, selflessly for many years. And she was fully absorbed in serving these great rishis and sages who are all dear to the Lord. Namo Brahmana Devaya Guru Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So Lord is very dear to the Brahmanas, and Brahmanas are very dear to the Lord. The cows are dear to the Lord. The Lord is dear to the cows. So these great saintly devotees are very dear to Ram, Krishna, and Sabari served them. And now all the great sages, they left Pampa Sarovar where they were living and Sabari was serving. And after leaving, they instructed Sabari that you should stay back and stay in this place, and very soon you will have the darshan of Lord Ram, and then you can return back to us. So this is an instruction given by the sages. And Mathanga Rishi left. There is a place, Mathanga Rishi, that area is protected even from the Wali's influence. No demons can come there. Peaceful place, serene atmosphere. Even now that place is there in Hampi, Kishkinda. So Ram went there, and Sabari was waiting every day. She is an epitome of example of patience, enthusiasm, and determination. Utsaha, Nishaya, Dhairya. She was waiting patiently. Ram will come today. So much of enthusiasm. She is keeping the place clean and decorating the place and cleaning the place and bringing fruits, roots, flowers. Ram would not come. Again, second day, she will do the same enthusiasm without giving up any kind of patience, with confidence that today Ram will come. So confidence, patience, and enthusiasm, these are three key factors for keeping ourselves in devotional service, and as well as for advancement in devotional service. So these are the three important factors Rupa Goswami recommends for the devotees. And here the epitome of that is Sabhari. She is waiting with full confidence that Ram will certainly come, because my spiritual master has said. And full confidence and patience, at the same time enthusiasm. It's very difficult to get this combination. Enthusiasm is there if the result is very close and we are able to perceive the result. But if it is not perceivable, it is not in a easy reach, then it becomes difficult to keep the enthusiasm. But here the epitome of enthusiasm, patience. And the confidence goes if it is delayed. Confidence, enthusiasm goes down. The patient may continue, or the patient dies as the enthusiasm subsides. But here we see she was waiting. And when Ram and Lakshman finally, after moving from Dandakaranya, Nasik, searching for Sita, they come across various happenings. They come and they kill Kabanda, and they also kill Virata, guided by Kabanda. They all come to Pampa Sarovar, and there Sabari finally achieved the perfection of life. She meets Ram, and Ram, seeing Sabari, was overwhelmed, and she brings all the fruits and roots and offer to Lord Ram. And Ram, when she brings offerings, he was Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yobe Bhaktya Prayachari Raham Bhaktupartam Ashnami Priyatatman. This is a statement of Krishna in the capacity of himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Ram, when he is enacting his pastime as a king, as a Kshatriya, as a forest dweller who has come here as in exile, he is not acting all the time. Practically, rarely he acted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very rare. He was acting as a perfect king, perfect Kshatriya. So, and he tells Sabari, okay, show us the place of your ashram. So Sabari shows them the beautiful place of the Pampa Sarovar, and she, what we can expect to see in a sage's hermit. So Sabari, with so much enthusiasm, she is showing the place of the sages' caves and ashrams and their place of worship. And she says, you see, this is my spiritual master's ashram. Still the cloth used by them, the deer skin dress used by Matanka Rishi and the sages, they left long back. And Sabari used to wash their clothes and hang them in the lines. And Ram tells Lakshman, see, still these cloths are wet and the water is dripping. The flowers are offered by the great saints years back, still they are fresh and fragrant. Ram was wondered and looking at Lakshman, see these flowers offered by the Matanga Rishi. When they're worshipping the Lord, is still fragrant and fresh. So Ram and Lakshman, they themselves amazed. And these are the sages whom Sabari is serving. And showing all these places, Sabari, brought the offerings. And Ram, without thinking a second, he started accepting all the offerings she brought, and Ram ate the fruits which Sabari picked, and she made sure those fruits are tasty for Lord Ram. So Ram ate those fruits. So here in one place with Guha, Ram did not accept his offering. And here Sabari, he accepted. So how is it possible? What is the difference? So then here, the difference in Sabari is that Sabari, she did not claim to have a direct connection with Lord Ram. She waited because their spiritual master told that you wait and serve Ram. So on the order of their spiritual master, she is waiting. Otherwise, she wanted to go along with their spiritual masters. And now when the service is done, Sabari told Ram, my life is perfected that I have seen your darshan. Now I seek permission from you that I can leave to I can go back to my spiritual masters. She took it for granted the Lord Ram will give permission. She didn't even literally ask permission also. Now I have been purified, and by your darshan, if I have shown you all the places of my spiritual master's place as you asked me, so I have done whatever you asked me. Now I am going back to my spiritual master's place, I seek your permission. So Ram just saw Sabri. He lighted fire through her mystic powers, and she entered into the fire. And from the blazing fire, the Sabri elderly old lady, she came out with a effulgent spiritual form, dazzling with brightness all over the place, and she's ascending from the fire for the astonishment of Lord Ram. And Ram tells Lakshman, amazing, see, Sabri is ascending. So here, even Ram did not do anything. Ram did not exert to do anything for Sabri. Neither Sabri demanded anything from Ram. For Sugriva, surrendered to Ram, Ram has to exert by convincing him, by kicking the skeleton of Dundubi and piercing the 7 solitaries with his arrows, and then fighting with the killing Wali, and then giving his kingdom back. So much Lord has to exert to give his mercy to Sugriva. Even for Vibhishan, Lord has to exert himself, give his blessings, benediction, and his grace. But for Sabri, Lord did not have to exert anything. He just watching her own perfection. That is the power of. What is that power? What is that difference? Is that what Ram did not see in Guha, what Ram did not see in Sugriva, what Ram did not even see in Jatayu, saw in Sabri, is that she served their spiritual master. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, yasya prasadan nagati kutopi, dhyayan suvam tasya shastri sandhyam, mande guru shri charavindam. That Prabhupada mentions here, tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. So the disciplic succession, the spiritual master, that's a key factor. So the process of the descending process. So that becomes, when that came into prominence, Ram put aside his own rules and regulation, which he was following for decades. When he, as a Kshatriya, here Ram accepted the offering. We are being worshipped so nicely by you through this offering, Ram tells. So neither Sabri asked anything from Ram, nor Ram gave anything to Sabri. By the process, without Ram exerting himself, without Ram doing anything, by the process of serving the spiritual master, by the dint of the seva, Sabri just ascended in the sky to join the Matanga Rishi and their other Siksha gurus in whichever place they are. So she said, I am the servant of my spiritual masters. So I seek your permission to return back to my spiritual master. Saying like this, she ascended. So the descending process helped her to ascend. But the ascending process, which is based on the demons' ascending process, make them descend further into the in disgrace and to the lower stages of life. So Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyakashipu, they all followed the process of my power, my endeavor. But then they lost whatever they had, and they further went down. The demons, they go further down into the lower planets. But here the process of the descending process, Sabri did not present herself as a devotee of Ram. Sabri did not present herself as a servant of Ram. She identified, she said that I am the servant of my spiritual masters. And I am here on their order to meet you. So that made Ram more happy and blissful, and without Ram doing anything for Sabari. By that process itself, Sabari ascended into the spiritual and spiritual sky to meet with the spiritual masters. So, following in the footsteps here, the demigods, even though they are powerful, but when they are in trouble, they understood that we need to approach Lord through our spiritual master. Brahma ji is a first created being in the universe, Swayambhu, and they all approached Brahma, and Brahma took the demigods and approached Lord Vishnu. So this process pleases the Supreme Lord. That's why Prabhupada emphasizing in the purport. One must therefore accept the disciplic succession from Lord Brahma, and then one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead in fullness. Here the word Vishwamurta indicates that everything exists in the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when Brahma, when he sees that Supreme Lord, Krishna, he understands that Krishna is in everything and everything is in Krishna. So when we see that Krishna as a distant or a different person, far away from us, then it makes us become fearful. At the same time, when we see Krishna is us, we are as Krishna, or the world is Krishna, then we become very much puffed up with ahankar. So the proper understanding is that when a person really sees Krishna, Vishwamurta, that Brahmaji rightly understood that in everything Krishna is there, and in Krishna everything is there. That is a beautiful understanding given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. That Prabhupada quotes, Yasmin Vigyatam Sarvametat Vigyatam Bhavati. By knowing whom, everything is understood by the Jiva. By knowing Krishna, everything else is understood. But not knowing Krishna, nothing is understood. So that is the Upanishad statement. Why by knowing Krishna everything is understood? Because Krishna is the source of everything. Krishna is a creator of everything. Krishna is a maintainer of everything. So by knowing Krishna, the person understands everything. Just like in this world, that if a person knows the king, he knows everyone. Because when he knows the king, everybody give respect to that person. He doesn't have to go to each and every individual ministers or other officials. Just knowing Krishna, everybody gives respect to him. And at the same time, that Krishna means not alone. Krishna means that all his paraphernalia into devotees. So the devotee is not just satisfied by Krishna. He also understand Krishna means all his entourage, all his king means he has to have a kingdom, queen, palace, army, the kingdom he is ruling. So that is what the king, wholesome king. So seeing both as one unit, at the same time distinctly understanding the king as a proprietor, Krishna as a creator, proprietor, that is a proper understanding. So Brahma, when he saw the Supreme Lord Krishna, Vishnu, he saw that Lord is the master of all. Unlike the other things, in this world, a person creates, a pot maker creates a pot. The pot becomes more or less independent after his creation. The pot maker doesn't have any control on the pot. But when Krishna creates, that all the things which is created by Krishna is inseparable from Krishna for its own existence. Just like the fan. The fan is created, but the fan can rotate, operates only when electricity goes. inside it. So Krishna enters into all his creation. Through his power, everything operates in this world. In this way, the devotee can see Krishna everywhere. Prabhupada says, how to become Krishna conscious? We are unable to see Krishna like Arjuna or like Narada Muni or Brahma. Prabhupada says, simple technique. We can become Krishna conscious every day, every moment. How? When you drink water, rasoham apsakonteya. Krishna is the taste of water. Krishna enters into all his creation. The taste of water, the smell of the earth, the heat of the fire, the light of the fire. These are all Krishna. So in this way, if you read 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about how he is all pervading. Gama vishacha bhutani dharayamaham mojasa. That I am entering into the planets and I am holding them through my power, through my Shakti. Then he also speaks about how he is entering into all the vegetables, giving them the rasa. And even after entering into the vegetables and the grains, Krishna also says that he is through Vaishwanara. Aham Vaishwanara Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha. Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. Krishna says, I am Vaishwanara, I am digesting the food also. So from the macroscopic level to the microscopic level, Krishna is everywhere. That's why Krishna, from Krishna, nothing can exist independent of Krishna. In this way, the devotee sees Krishna everywhere. And also, the devotee can see in Krishna everything is resting. So this is a two-way understanding. So here Brahma, he speaks that, my dear Lord, that I clearly see the three worlds in you, the form of the universe. You can see all the three worlds in you. At the same time, Krishna is aloof from this world. Golok eva nivasat takilatma bhuto. Just like a sun stays away from the, at the same time the sun is through its lights and rays, it's pervading all through the earth, all through the universe. Similarly, Krishna is separate, at the same time he is everywhere. So that is a magnanimous understanding of the Shastras revealed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That Krishna is non-different from the living beings, and the living beings are different from Krishna. So this is the equation. Krishna is non-different. The living beings are part and parcel of Krishna. So in this way, the living being doesn't have a separate existence outside of Krishna, other than Krishna. At the same time, Krishna is completely aloof from the jiva. So that is a spiritual understanding. So that Krishna reveals himself not directly, but through the devotees. So here, that devotees, how the demigods, though they have immense power, they took shelter of Brahma, and through Brahma they are getting the darshan of Lord. And through this process, again through the descending process, Lord will tell Brahma, and Brahmaji will tell the demigods to make a truce with the demons. So that's why in this world that everything can be used in Krishna's seva. Even the demons can be used cleverly by the devotees in the process of their devotional service. So the Yukta Vairagya principle you can see here also, that in our day-to-day life, in our preaching and our living in this world, how a devotee can utilize all different situations. Just like the snake's poison is poisonous. So bhakti devotional service, as mentioned in 7th canto, is simultaneously is a poison as well as nectar. How bhakti can be poison? How bhakti can be nectar simultaneously? In this world, something is poisonous will destroy you. Nectar is different, poison is different. But bhakti is poison in the sense that the material disease is a poison. And when the bhakti poison enters, that bhakti poison destroys the poison of this material attachment. Just like when in the villages nowadays also, when a person is bitten by snake, venomous snake, one of the medicines administered by the age-old practice is that they give some another poison externally to that person. And the two poisons, they react in the body, they destroy each other, and the person becomes alive, comes alive from the near-death experience. So the poison kills poison. So devotion service is like a poison, which kills the poison of the material disease. And also bhakti, devotion service is like a nectar which nourishes the devotees and takes the devotees in real bliss. The intrinsic bliss present in Jiva is activated through the process of the devotion service, the Hladini potency of Krishna. So in this way, bhakti simultaneously can act as in both ways. So in that sense, the demons are poisonous. Just like the lion, it can kill a human being. But the same lion, when it is trained by the trainer, he brings them into the circus, and people come to see that. And even the expert, the magician or the circus fellow, he would put his head inside the trained lion, and to see that people come and they pay a lot of so much of money. And because the trainer have trained the lion for days, it hears whatever he says. So mighty lion is tamed by the trainer. The elephant is the wild elephant which can kill a man in one shot. Now it is tamed by the elephant keeper, and people come and give so much money to see the elephant. So that which can be a fatal for a ordinary human being become the source of livelihood for him. So in this way, the apparently dangerous things can also be used. In the material world also be used in a positive side. Similarly, the demigods are dangerous. So the demons are dangerous. Their association is not so much welcome. But here, the demons, the Lord is going to advise make friendship with the demons. So similarly, in this preaching in our Kali Yuga, we are mostly surrounded by the demonic people demonic tendency. So one should be carefully take guidance how much to avoid the demonic people, and many times we may have to make friendship with them. Just like generally, can we make friendship with killers of Krishna? Yes, we can make friendship with killers of Krishna. Sometimes it is necessary. How can we make friendship with killers of Krishna? Basically, two kinds of killers of Krishna. One are the fundamentalists who are like, say, in the past recent histories, fundamental Islamists, mostly in India, they were destroying temples, destroying deities, and so these are one kind of killers of Krishna. So devotees given their life to protect Krishna from them. Sometimes truths are offered to them, sometimes gifts are given to them. Many times they have been confronted to protect Krishna from them. Like Vasudev did with Kamsa. He made truce with Vasudev. Vasudev made truce with Kamsa to protect Krishna. And sometimes they had to confront Lakshman protected Ram through his direct confrontation with Indrajit and Ravana. Fought. Sugriva and Vanaras tried to protect Ram through their direct confrontation. Sometimes confrontation, sometimes truce, sometimes negotiation we see in the world in the past. So these kinds of demons, we have to protect Krishna from them. Similarly, the another killer of Krishna is impersist Mayavadis. So in the past history, in the recent history, very often we need to make truce with them, we need to make friendship with these Mayavadis, who are also essentially a non-different from the fundamentalist. Only different is that the Islamic terrorists, they want to kill Krishna immediately, the temples, deities. But the impersist Mayavadis, they want to kill Krishna, not immediately, but later. So sometimes we take help from them. Their killers are just like a lion. If you are not careful, the lion can destroy you. It will kill away your life, take away your life. Similarly, our life is Krishna. And these impersonalists are like the lion or a tiger or a poisonous snake. So it can take our life of Krishna. It can destroy our life, that is Krishna. But sometimes we need to have proper, careful, tactical way of developing relationship, friendship with them. So like Prabhupada, he used to wage war against Mayavadis, impersonalists, modern scientists, atheists. At the same time, he also many times showed up cordial relations. Mishra and Prabhupada dealt with him. He was friendly to him. Sometimes he cooked for him also, but he never ate from him. So in this way, so many missions, so many societies, we are living in. Sometimes we might have cordial relations, but always we have to keep on watch to protect Krishna from them. And many times necessary, we can take help from them to protect Krishna. So here, the unwanted, unexpected place that demigods are going to make truce with the demons, but with the proper guidance and advice. And the truce is always not going to last for long, but intelligently, carefully, and the truce is made. And just like the poison is used, intelligent way, in a very appropriate way, in a proper guidance, then it can be helpful. But if it is carelessly, if it is little unattentiveness, it can destroy a person. So here the demigods used the demons to achieve certain goal, and then they reject. Similarly, the Mayavadis can be used, but we need to carefully deal with them, not to get destroy our bhakti and not allow them to destroy Krishna. So the time for fight, we fight. In time for friendship, truce, we make the truce. So that's why we need guidance of the acharyas, guidance of the shastras, most importantly, guidance of the devotees. So here, rightly, the demigods are taking guidance of Brahmaji, and it is working for Hare Krishna. I think 5:58. I think we have completed our time, isn't it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you for your patient hearing. Any devotees have any comments or corrections or any
Hare
thoughts?
Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a beautiful class. Very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you for bringing up a lot of examples. It's very nice to hear from you, Prabhu. I don't have any question. Dear devotees, anybody having any questions or realizations, please go ahead, raise your hand. Yes, Bala Prabhu, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Wonderful class. Particularly, can you give us some examples? How do we protect, number one, ourselves from the even increasingly, the innocuous, but they are malignant forces that draw us away from Krishna consciousness or prohibits us from spreading Krishna consciousness. From drawing from your example, from your life's example, that I can relate to, if possible.
It depends on what kind of distraction, what kind of deviations we are exposed to, potential cause of deviations. But everything boils down to, again, these core principles, that is the recommended principle. Prabhupada always emphasize on these three things, that keeping in touch with the Shastras, and keeping in touch with the devotees, and keeping in touch with the holy name, the program Prabhupada they have kindly given us. So this association of these three things, one has to hold on to it more than our overwhelming, just like when the flood is going on, if you are caught up in the current, unless we hold something more stronger than the current, we'll be swiped away. We can't fight on our own strength. So that's why essentially Prabhupada created this ISKCON society, where he said the society is created so that will give opportunity for people to come and associate with the devotees. So those living in the temple, it is maybe a little more easier and advantageous. But for those who are living outside, they have to see the world outside. So that's why the Sunday programs and different kinds of association. Now even this technology we are also using. So that is very, very essential, must. So that is there is no other shortcut as far as I understand it. We need, sometimes the familiarity breeds contempt, and we take things lightly, the devotees association and the holy name and the Shastra. But if the devotees, especially they are leading a sattvic life of chanting the holy name in the appropriate time, and keep in touch with the Shastra, whether it may be palatable sometime, may not be palatable sometime. So the life of being a student should continue till our last breath. After some time, sometime we become not so much into reading or hearing. So we may absorb in our seva, but we have to keep side by side our relation with the Shastra intact. Want to learn something new, want to know something new, something more. So that will help us. These are some of the thoughts. Maybe you may have some more ideas.
Oh, very nice. Yes. No, I appreciate sharing that. That analogy is really wonderful. Just holding on to Sadhu Shastras and the holy name is like a pillar, while trying to get myself about by swept away by these currents. That's really great analogy. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for that answer. We have Hemangi Gopeshwari Mataji. Please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, wonderful class. You were talking about Guru and how Shabri followed the Guru and achieved perfection. So our Guru Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj at least is very far away. So how do I know that whatever I'm doing is pleasing my Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, so Yaschadeve para bhakti yatha devetha guru tasseva haditahyatva prakashante mahatma. So Krishna emphasizes this particular approach of approaching pleasing spiritual master. So sometimes spiritual master directly tells what pleases him, Sometimes, mostly in ISKCON, the disciples all the time may not have direct relation or direct connection to spiritual masters. So the system of spiritual master, not just like Krishna means not alone. Krishna means and wholesome Krishnas. Devotees, his spiritual world, his paraphernalia, his energies. So similarly, spiritual master is also not just one person. That means his disciples, his confidential associates. So one has to, one can please spiritual master through his devotees also. So, and in ISKCON, the prominent Siksha Guru spiritual master is Srila Prabhupada. So he is given us instruction. So following this instruction, following their principle, definitely we can be rest assured that Krishna will be pleased. So one of the way we can understand that Krishna is pleased, spiritual master is pleased, is that devotees are happy in performing their Krishna conscious duties. So this is one of the symptoms by which we can see that the spiritual master is pleased, Krishna is pleased. Also, when we see that in the process of executing our devotional service, our material distractions are reducing, our material attachments are reducing, it is not bothering us prominently like before. These are the signs that we understand that we are in touch with Krishna, we are in touch with the process. So there is simultaneous, at the same time, one should not be satisfied in one's position in devotional service. Satisfied in the sense that, okay, I've done enough, everything is fine. So that's kind of satisfaction. Vayam tuna vitratyama uttama shloka vikrame. Yashnvatam rasagyanam swadu swadu pade pade. We are not satiated. So there's insatiable eagerness to advance in Krishna consciousness. At the same time, satisfaction, being satisfied as a devotee of Krishna. Both may look contradictory, but it is possible in Krishna consciousness that one has to be more and more eager and not satiated with the present Krishna consciousness activities or involvement. Want to get more and more. At the same time, satisfied in life. Unless one person is satisfied, one cannot be peaceful, even materially or spiritually. Well, satisfaction has to be there. Satisfaction at the same time not stagnant. That is somebody, even when she is not saying wrong, she is very satisfied in doing her seva, whatever the spiritual master have told. At the same time, she is not satiated that, okay, I've done my seva, so Ram did not come. So, okay, she was more and more eager. I want to see Ram. I want to serve Ram. I want to go back to my spiritual master. She was impatient. Ram is present in front of her eye, but she says that I am leaving. It's not the Ram told her. She didn't even practically ask permission. She just said, I'm going back to my spiritual master. So that kind of Prabhupada mentioning about the bhava, that bhava what should develop. And when you rightly perform devotional service, that will be there. That is one of the sign of being connected to the, properly connected to the system. That person is more and more want to serve. Sometimes the mind becomes very, sometimes we may experience some kind of stagnancy in spiritual life, but one doesn't need to be panicked, because at least I asked Janani through Mayapur Pujaris, that sometimes we feel lack of enthusiasm. Sometimes things doesn't work in our way, instead of endeavors, so much endeavor in spiritual life. So he said that that's just part of the material world, just like the ocean waves. It goes sometime up, sometime down. So it's just a place of the boards of material nature. The material world works like that. But one should just wait for situation to, just like the demigods and the demons. The demigods are waiting for situation to change. The tide is not on their way. So we have to wait. We can't do anything about it. So in this way, one shouldn't become unnecessarily impatient or panicked that I'm not satisfied like that. So we have to give time. But as long as we are stick to the process, either directly asking the spiritual master if we have access, following his instructions specifically if we have got something. Otherwise, no need to get panicked. That there is basic instruction everybody is expected as a Vaishnava, as a Gaudiya Vaishnava, as a ISKCON devotees, more and more specifically that follow the regulative principle, chanting of the holy name, and especially, depends on the spiritual master modes are there. Either propagate Krishna consciousness through various ways. One should take on the problems of others. In one sense, the problem for the devotees are already solved. The greatest problem in the world is that they don't have a spiritual engagement. They don't have the proper identity crisis, and identity of identifying the proper goal of life and engagement according to the goal of life. But when a person, by Prabhupada's grace, when they come in the society, first of all, they got spiritual master. Second, they got the holy name. Third, they got seva. So these three things are there. Spiritual master, we got. And the holy name, we got. And seva is also there. So other than this three, nothing is necessary. Of course, some place to sleep, some food to eat, some clothes to wear. So that is there, not everybody is starving to death or something. So when these four things are there, the basic necessities for the body is there. To some extent, peaceful society we are living. And then these three things, spiritual master, seva, and the holy name. So other than these four things, we don't really need anything. All the problems are solved. So mind plays game. Oh, I have difficulty. But actually, if you think that when you have these things, that we are actually millennial. So what problem we have got is we don't have any problem. Only problem, we can't live in this world without problem. So if anybody wants to have problem in their life, then plenty of problem we can take. So take the problem of other jivas. So they are missing all these things. So take their problem in our head and work in that direction to bring more and more fortunate souls into this process, which will relieve them from their problems. So taking problems of others is what expected from the devotees, rather than thinking about their own problems. So of course it's easy to say, but this is what the Mahaprabhu's, Srila Prabhupada's legacy, that taking anxiety for others. The Brahmaji is taking anxiety for the demigods, and Lord Shiva is taking anxiety for the living beings, taking poison in his throat, and the Rajavas is taking anxiety for Krishna. So taking anxiety of others sometimes reduces our own problems. I recognize that maybe it's more theoretical, but
It's very helpful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Lots of instructions. I'll try to follow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Uttara Narayani Mataji, you raised your hand.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for such a wonderful class. I have a basic question on Mahamantra. Like, Krishna is the supreme Godhead, like, and Hare Krishna. After Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, there are so many incarnations. Why Hare Rama is included in the Mahamantra? Why is it prescribed for us among all other incarnations?
Well, among the incarnation of Krishna, this Krishna and Ram incarnation are considered very complete Purna avatars, we call Narsimha. There are also gradations in Krishna's avatars. Krishna is full, absolute, but he manifests himself fully, partially, like that in various incarnations. So when Krishna appears himself, he is full manifestation of Bhagavan. And Ram also a manifestation of Krishna, but in Ram, we don't find all the manifestation of Krishna, but his prominent manifestation, Nrsimhadev. So in that sense, there are gradations. It's not that one is low and there is high, but just the manifestation. Krishna chooses to manifest himself in various ways. So he fully manifests as he is, as Krishna, the absolute truth, as Krishna himself. And in various degrees, he manifests as various forms. So in this, these two are prominent. So why Ram mentioned? The simple answer would be that it's a Shastra. It is not the mantra invented by any acharyas or even by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these are all the eternal sound vibration is present all the time. They are called as the Shastras or the Vedas, Upanishads. So one such mantra is chosen by the acharyas. So in our case, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose this particular sound vibration, which is already existing eternally. So he chose that. In some other planets, they may chant some other mantras. You see in fifth canto, we see various places, Varushas, they are chanting various mantras, various names of the Lord. Let's say Mahaprabhu says, Namna Makari Bahudha Nidya Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Nibita Smarane Nakala. Various names of Krishna. It can be chanted, but everybody wants to have a simple and not too many things in Kali Yuga. So Mahaprabhu gave this mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So here as a Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we can take Krishna as the name of Krishna, who is the master of Srimati Radharani. And also Ram also refers to same personality Krishna, who is, the bestower of pleasure to others, one who is in supreme bliss. At the same time, the Ram can be taken as Balaram or Dasharathi Ram, or son of Dasharath Maharaj. So either way it can be taken. But this mantra format is directly in the Upanishads, which is given to us by the Lord himself.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Dandavat
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare
There is
Krishna.
one question in the chat box. Could you kindly explain ascending process a bit elaborately?
Ascending process. So ascending process, just like in the music, you see, I don't know, at least Carnatic music, must be in other music system also. There is Avaroha Panta, there is Aroha Panta. So Aroha Panta means going from the lower note to the higher note. It goes up like this. Then there is Avaroha Panta, that means descending order. Sa ni da pa ma ga, like it goes down. So the ascending process been going up. So getting Krishna, either way, in two ways you can go to up, upward. One is you can walk ourselves, we can climb up, or somebody comes down and take us with them, So the lift is coming down to take us, and the staircase, it doesn't come down here to walk by ourselves. So the process the ascending process when we are walking on the steps by our endeavor, one by one step over, one step over, one step over, then we can gradually go. This is ascending process. Descending process is the lift is coming down on its own. So the Shastras recommend the descending process. Why descending process? Because maybe by third floor, fourth floor, 10th floor, you can walk by ourselves by the steps also. But the spiritual perfection, which is on the top, cannot be accessed by our endeavor, because it is impossible for ordinary jivas with their material senses to access spiritual things. Spiritual subject matters are a different category, and our material senses are a different category, opposite category. One is spiritual, another is material. Through the material things, one cannot, just like if anybody tries their best to smell through their tongue, is it possible? Can anybody can smell through the tongue, or taste through the nose? So it doesn't have a capacity. So similarly, we can't experience Krishna through our present body or senses. We have no access at all. So, but we have no other choice. We have only got these senses. How can we get Krishna who is so far away? So then it is said that ordinary village man cannot get to meet Prime Minister. But if Prime Minister decides to come down to go to the village and meet an ordinary person, it is possible, isn't it? So similarly, these senses are incapable. They are like a very, very insignificant compared to Krishna, who is all spiritual. But when that all-powerful Supreme Krishna, he decides to descend down and keeps himself available, accessible for our senses, then that is called as the descending process. So when Krishna descends, and he doesn't directly descend, he reveals himself through the process of bhakti. The bhakti is a particular ingredient which empowers the senses to access him, who is so far above. And that bhakti is in the heart of the devotees. So that's why when we approach spiritual master today, purport Tadvidya Pranipadan, when we approach spiritual master, devotees, and they give us the key, they give a coating for our senses. The tongue is given that particular potency to access Krishna's taste. The eyes are given the particular, coating by which, even if it is different category, incapable, it can see Krishna, even the material eyes. The ears are given access to hear the holy sound vibration, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Otherwise, the ear doesn't have a capacity to access this sound vibration. So just like materially speaking, that the bulb doesn't have capacity to glow, but when the electricity goes into it, then it becomes, illuminated. Similarly, the tongue or ear or eyes doesn't have capacity to see Krishna, but then the electricity of bhakti comes in, descends, then it empowers the tongue. Atashi Krishna Madina Bhavet Grahyamintri. So that bhakti is a particular process, that particular element which, when it touches the senses, then it gets empowered to access Krishna. So, and that bhakti is available only with the devotees of Krishna. So that's why Krishna gives the bhakti to the devotees, and the devotees distribute this Krishna's special Shakti called bhakti to the conditioned souls. When they receive this bhakti, then the senses become enlivened, then they will get access to Krishna. So that is called the descending process. So Krishna gives bhakti to the devotees, and devotees gets the bhakti, they come to this material world and distribute that bhakti, and bhakti comes in our heart. Then that bhakti takes us to the lotus feet of Krishna. That's why it descending process. Ascending process is we have to endeavor. That is takes long time. Most of the time it fails. Just like tomorrow is Gopal Bhatta Goswami's day tomorrow, isn't it? So when he was in Sri Rangam Dham, Mahaprabhu came there and he said, what unfortunate that I have taken birth in Sri Rangam Dham. Everybody wants to take birth in the Dham, but he said, I am unfortunate that I have taken birth in the Dham, where I am seeing my Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear Lord, in the form of a ascetic sannyasi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he shaven his head now. Gaur Sundara in Navadvip, he used to be having cascading beautiful hairs, and he wears nice golden cloth, and he has a lot of ornaments there, and he used to wear nice decorating his body with beautiful flower garlands and beautiful earrings, necklaces, and sandalwood pulp anointed all over his body. Such a beautiful form of Gaur Sundar. But now I'm unfortunately I'm taken birth in Sri Rangam, and I'm seeing the same Lord without the beautiful hairs and shaven headed, and who is wearing a simple saffron cloth and lying down in the floor performing austerities. So how unfortunate I am. So Lord, the devotees want to do tapasya, but they don't want to see Lord perform austerity. So when he was lamenting himself and he went to dozed off and he was lying down, and in the dream he saw a vision in his dream. There he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu turned to become Gaur Sundar, beautiful hairs cascading till his neck and beautiful lotus eyes elongated till he is extended till his ears, and beautiful lips and ears decorated with beautiful earrings, and his chest is covered with beautiful jewelries, and these beautiful arms decorated with bangles and armlets, and he's wearing a beautiful golden dhoti with beautiful belt decorating his body. And so when he saw Lord like this, he was overwhelmed. And not only he saw Mahaprabhu, he also saw next to him Advaita Acharya. He saw Gadadhar Pandit, he saw Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu just opened his mouth and just called Gopal, Gopal, come here. And as soon as Nityananda Prabhu spoke, immediately Gopal Bhatta's dreams broke. And then he just ran with so much of ecstatic tears in his eyes and ran to the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying there. And he fell at his feet, and then Mahaprabhu picked him up, and when he opened his eyes and saw Mahaprabhu there, Mahaprabhu personally showed him directly the form of Gaur Sundar. And he saw again Mayapur Navadip Gaur Sundar. So here is one example of the discerning process, that he saw Nityananda Prabhu and he was lamenting, oh, Nityananda Prabhu called myself, and he was about to speak something. And after having darshan Nityananda Prabhu, and then he went to Mahaprabhu, and there he saw directly Mahaprabhu Gaur Sundar form. So in this way, all the great acharyas, they met Mahaprabhu through the medium of devotees, grace. So that is called the descending process. Raghunath Das Goswami met Mahaprabhu through the grace of Nityananda Prabhu. Rupa Sanatan, first they met Nityananda Prabhu, and then they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even Jiva Goswami was guided by Nityananda Prabhu to go to Vrindavan. So in this way, through the grace of devotees, the same process continues now also. One can access Krishna. That is a descending process. Ascending process, materially we can say Hiranyakashipu. Through my power I'll achieve perfection. But he, in spite of achieving great success in his ascending process, but Prahlad descending process, he just received from Narada Muni. But with his this descending strength, he could withstand mighty Hiranyakashipu. So that is material ascending process. Spiritually also one can do ascending process, but that will take long time by their endeavor. They have to follow various process. But still, they can come to some extent. Afterwards, they can't go further. Dead end. Then they have to accept the descending process. Then only they can receive grace. Better in the beginning itself, when a person intelligently, fortunately chooses the descending process, it is easy for them quickly achieve Krishna. Is it okay, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the elaborate explanation. One thing I didn't understand is that why Gopal Bhatt Goswami said that I'm unfortunate to take birth in Sri Rangam. Did I hear correctly, or I don't know? Did you say something like that? That he was expressing that he's
he's saying that I am not fortunate to see Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham in his feature of Gaura Sundar, where he is performing the pastime of as a grahastha. He is enjoying and the different facilities of nice dress, nice ornaments, beautiful hair, and nice eatables, and doing Nam Sankirtan. But a sannyasi, Mahaprabhu is performed severe austerity. Sannyasi has to take bath 3 times and they have to lie down on the floor. They go for begging and they have to wear only saffron dress and they cannot have hair. They have to shave their head. So these things causes pain to the devotees. They want to see Krishna and they enjoy it. Why Krishna to enjoy? Then only they can serve Krishna. If Krishna eats only a little bit, then how much they can cook for him? They can't cook more for Krishna. So they want always see Krishna as the enjoyer, not as a. That's why we in all of the temple we see Mahaprabhu not as a sannyasi. We don't find any deities worship as a sannyasi in our ISKCON society also. Why? Because the devotees don't want to see Mahaprabhu in the mode of austerity or in tapasya. So we have Gaunita deities, beautiful dress, beautiful dress we can offer, beautiful ornaments we can offer, beautiful decoration we can offer to Mahaprabhu. So in that sense, Gopal Bhatta Goswami is saying that Mahaprabhu came to Srirangam after taken sannyas. So now Mahaprabhu, Gopal Bhatta Goswami cannot serve Mahaprabhu in that capacity. He is serving him as a sannyasi. That means he has to bear the pain of Mahaprabhu doing austerities, eating meagerly and sleeping down. That's why Gopal Bhatta Goswami says that how I am unfortunate I had to see Mahaprabhu in this form. I wish I could see him in the form of Navadvip Chandra, where he manifested pastime of as a grahastha, as a not a sannyasi there. For that sense, he is saying that it's not in the sense of belittling as dham, but in that sense. Just like Raghunath Das Goswami says that this Govardhan is like a python which is devouring me. Radha Kund is like the mouth of the tiger. So how can you say that Radha Kund is the highest place? But this is a mode of the devotee that in the absence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Govardhan is like a python. In the absence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Kund is like mouth of the tigers. But same gopis, the absence of Krishna, the moon is like a scorching sun. In the presence of Krishna, even the ordinary place becomes palatable for them. So that is a mode of the devotees.
Yeah,
Is that
thank you.
okay,
Thank you
Mataji?
so much. Yeah. Clear. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. It's already 8 o'clock, but Bala Prabhu is raising hand. We can do this very quick. Prabhuji, please go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you, Mataji. I appreciate that. One question I have, Prabhuji, about Adi Guru Nityananda. I think you beautifully explained how Gopal Bhatta Goswami saw Nityananda, who led him to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, and there is also an explanation about Balaram's mercy, Nityananda's mercy, lead devotees to Radharani, who himself presents the devotee or recommends the devotee to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Do we have anything like that in a Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy?
Prabhupada mentions very often Balaram. Bala means strength. Bala hinena labhyaha. That without this strength, spiritual strength, just like without material strength, one cannot do any material activity. Similarly, without spiritual strength, one cannot advance in spiritual life. So Balaram means one who gives spiritual strength so that a person can go and serve Krishna in a proper way. So in that sense, Balaram, by grace of Balaram, one can achieve service to Krishna. And that service to Krishna is easily obtained only through the mercy of Balaram. Ananta Shesha. Ananta means unlimited. Shesha means servant. So by Balaram grace, one can approach Radha Krishna. That's why in Krishna Balaram temple, we are Gauritai, then Krishna Balaram, then Radha Shyam Sundar. So the order is there. definitely by Balaram grace, one can get grace of Radha and Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you for all of your patience hearing. So I I feel blessed that in your association I could say something. Thank you for the
Prabhuji,
opportunity.
for
Hare Krishna,
patiently
Prabhuji.
answering all the questions. Yes, Shamagauri Mataji,
Hare
please. go
Krishna,
ahead.
Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class, and thank you so much for your time and association. Wonderful stories, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I would like to offer my obeisances to you and all the Vaishnavas summoned on the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Grace Nityananda Prabhuji ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.